conference has been a huge blessing to so many teenagers, so many youths, so many singles, marriages, and family life. Hallelujah. In past decades. Alright, what do you have for Papa this morning?
Now, next question I want to ask is double dating or scriptural?
Dating more than one guy. Look at the human mind. A servant cannot serve two masters. It's a principle. It simply shows that this heart cannot be committed to two masters at the same time. You cannot pursue two visions at the same time. You cannot focus on two things at the same time. I cannot be looking at you and be looking at him at the same time. If I'm looking out there, I cannot be looking inward. So it is one at a time. That is how the human mind has been configured. If a lady is dating two guys, personally I'm afraid of that lady, because one of the guys is fake and one is a real focus. It is not possible to follow two people at the same time. If you do that, you have activated a phenomenon in the Bible which is called wodom or harlotry. Only harlots can give themselves to multiple partners, and I can tell you that their heart is not after any one of them. That is why they are still saved. Alright? So is double dating scriptural? Just remove scripture from that. It's not. It's not even normal to date two people at the same time. So this human heart can only love one person at a time. That is why you can't love God and love the devil at the same time. You are either loving God or you are hating God. It is not scriptural and it is not normal and it is not ethical to date two people at the same time.
So sir, are you trying to say that it's not possible for, let's say, a guy loving two ladies? Is it not possible?
Why not?
Okay.
If you look at the book of Proverbs, friendship is you are endangering yourself. As young people, your priority should be career. Your priority should be collating information that will help your future to function better. Loading your heart with information, because information is currency. If you are not loaded with information, by the time you get into the future, it will be empty. You can't buy anything. You can't talk in the marketplace. So the part of your brain that is needed for constructive reasoning is knocked off when you start thinking of sexual issues. All right? So you are supposed to have accomplished certain things in life before you start looking at the opposite sex. If those things have not been accomplished and you are already looking at the opposite sex, you will be premature in that part of your life. And you will not be able to perform by the time the real demands of life knock on your door. So friendship is allowed. Friendship is allowed and it should be encouraged. But dating, what is dating? Is the act of meeting somebody, especially those of the opposite sex, with a view to striking an intimate relationship that could probably lead to a marital future. So you cannot be engaging yourself all over the place because you are looking for a marital partner. And at your age, if I'm your father, you are talking marital partner. You know that some lashes will fall on your bum.
Seriously, lashes.
Most times we find out that you hear some guys say, I like this one, oh. This other one, I be still like him. Oh. That means if you are double dating, there are some qualities or characteristics you find in, let's say, Amaka. Then while you are dating Simbi, that same characteristics you are seeing in Amaka, you are not seeing it in Simbi. You tend to be comparing. Now your choice of who to really stay with or who to really be with in that relationship that will lead to marriage will not set in. So in such case, how do we handle? Because I feel that when you are double dating, your reasoning is limited. Let me say limited. In the sense that the qualities you actually find in the one you love is actually not there, but it's found in the other person you are just playing with, having friends with. So how should that be handled?
All right. If you look at the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13 that talks about the characteristics of love, at the end said, we know in part because we have learned in part. In other words, no one singular person has it all. We have it in bits. What I don't have, maybe in somebody else. All right, if I as a guy, I have a picture of the kind of girl I want and the qualities, and out of 7 of the qualities, she has just 3. Then I'm seeing the other 4 in another lady. So should I not combine the 2 so that all the qualities will be complete? No. Every single human being you find has all the qualities in them. It's just that by virtue of the environment where they grew up, the kind of parenting they had, the books they've read, the kind of exposure they've had, only developed a part of those qualities. They're all there. When God created us, the full package was installed. But based on the kind of parenting, the kind of school, the kind of environment, the kind of church, the kind of teaching you have received, some of the attributes or quality will manifest. The others are dormant. So if you come across such a person, if you are a guy, it is your duty to develop the ones that are not there. They are there. You need to develop them and drag them out. Let me give you, for example, I like ladies that are smartly dressed. I like ladies that drive your car, and I drive mine, because when I was growing up, I could see my dad always waiting at the market because his wife is inside the market. So we will be there waiting for the woman to come. So I told myself while I was still young, I won't do this. My wife should drive to the market and do the shopping. Why go about doing some other things? Are you getting me? Now, lo and behold, when I met the lady, she was not driving. Are you getting me now? If that is a quality I'm looking for that was not present, and that is what I need to get married to, I would have missed her. But I knew that the potential is inside that lady. So it was my duty to bring it out. So I taught her how to drive. So when she goes to work or she goes shopping or she goes anywhere and she's driving, my life is fulfilled. I go pursuing some other things. So every lady has it. It depends on the coach, the man that is willing or not willing to bring out the thing. All right? So if a lady does not have it all, the guy needs to be patient. The guy needs to be patient. And by the way, what selects the person you fall in love with or you want to date is your vision. If somebody is not relevant to your vision and you take the person, he will kill your vision and you will be frustrated. So you look for the basic things that are complements to your vision. The other ones will come out with time. Thank you.
Age a major criteria for marriage?
Okay. All right. It's not the major criteria. It's only a part of it. It's only a part of it. Now, the reason why we look at age, scientifically speaking, at certain age, some characters should have been developed. Some behavioral patterns should have been developed. Career should have been settled. All right? Your dreams and aspirations should have been fully grasped or almost. All right? So, those things goes along with age. You can be 56 and still have the software of a 12-year-old. So, it's not by age. It's the development of the mind. So, if a child at 18, a lady at 18 is already mature, can handle relationship, can handle money, can handle connections. All right? What's she waiting for? She has a job running. What's she waiting for? So it's not exactly the age. It's the things that goes along with the age. If you acquire those things as at 17, man, you should play into life, because you shouldn't raise children, you shouldn't raise family in old age. The earlier, the better. Are you getting me now? But if it's at 50, your brain now develops. That is when you can manage money, you can manage relationship, you can manage your emotion, you can manage connections. Then that is when you are ready to be married. The will of man on earth is stronger than the will of God. That is why without man on earth, God is incapacitated. Because on earth, man has dominion. In heaven, God has dominion. For God to do anything on earth, he needs to become a man to do that. That is why God became man in Jesus to do anything on earth. You can choose to become what you want to be with the dominion mentality that God has given to you. So if you are able to grasp life and you have a firm grip on life and what life should be, at the age of 6, you start manifesting. So it's purely you and you. If by virtue of your exposure, you couldn't get the kind of knowledge that will put you on the track of life on time, and you now got it at 60, that is you, not God. That is circumstance that defined you. All right? That is why you see the act of parenting is a very, very delicate work on the face of the earth, because destinies are in the hands of our parents. And the fourth destiny helper that children have when they are born are the parents. So if your destiny helper is malfunctioning, the next generation is already in trouble. That is why our parents need help and assistance. That is why our parents need God, because you can't do parenting with your own strength alone. See, you are who you are today because of the foundation your parents gave to you. That's if grace has not come to intercept. But if salvation has come in, it's no more your parents. Heaven now takes over and begin to run you based on the knowledge of the word of God. That is why you can't be born again and not know what you are called out for to do in life. As soon as you're born again, God shows you, he gives you a new path, a new drive for life. He reconfigures your life so that all the jangbajistic things that you inherited, they are blotted out with the blood of the Lamb. And God gives you a brand new mentality to face life. All right? All right.
Thank you very much, sir. We'll run quickly now. Sir, we want to know the old thing about love. Love is, you hear people say love is blind. Tell us, if love is not feelings, it's not emotion, it's not sex, what then is love?
All right. I would have loved to consult 1 Corinthians chapter 13, but for time, let's look at it like this. Love is not blind, but emotion can blind love. Lust is blind, because lust does not reason, but love does. Love is a conscious attempt to think of the well-being of the person, the object of your love. If the object of your love is not catered for, that is lust. Jesus said, I laid down my life for the sheep, and I am capable of picking it up. In other words, I didn't lose control when I started loving the whole world. It was a deliberate attempt. I have laid down my life, and if I change my mind now, I can pick it up anytime. So that is love in action. So when we say love, love is kind. Love is patient. Love does not rejoice in the downfall of the other. These are not unconscious acts. These are things that you need to do with a disciplined mind. That means that the thing sees. Love at first sight, they say, is blind. I didn't know. That is admiration at first sight. That's not love. Love gathers all the information that is necessary and makes an informed decision. When Jesus saw the wretchedness of mankind, he was moved with compassion and he carried out an action. The people were hungry at the time, they were flocking after him. He reasoned, these ones have no food to eat, they are weary, they are tired. Love is conscious, it's not blind. All right? So, there is no thin line between love and lust. They are far apart. Lust is all about emotion and is always demanding how to satisfy that emotion. While love is always talking about